Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Kal Halal Yahawah, bahaham, Yahawashi, bahaham Rakah Kodash, which is to say all praises to Yahawah, bahaham, Yahawashi, Yahawah, in the name of Yahawashi, which Yahawah is the true name of the Heavenly Father, which is world ignorantly calls God, or Jehovah, or Yahweh, which Yahawah. Yahawashi is the true name of his only begotten Son, which this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of James Stone who teach and rule well through the spirit and power of Yahawah, bahaham, Yahawashi. Peace, love, and salutations to the Akim in the four corners of the third pushing this word with all truth and sincerity and fear of Yahawah, bahaham, Yahawashi. Peace, love, and salutations as well to the Akim and Akwath out there who are tuned in, listening and learning the hopes of being saved by Yahawah, bahaham, Yahawashi. Shalom. This is the Brother Nahal from the GMS Kingston, Jamaica camp. Back at you with another morning ministry. I'm going into armour. I'm putting on the armour of Yahawah, bahaham, Yahawashi. Right? Because the scripture tells us that what? We should walk circumspectly, seeing that times are, or redeeming the times. Right? Redeeming the times because what? The times are evil. That is Ephesians 5:15-16. And I'll read it. It says, See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil, So we're supposed to walk, always watching, always being prayed up, always being within the spirit, walking within the spirit more so than ever, right? Walking within the spirit more than the flesh, because we have to be circumspect about carnal things, yes, like the places that we may go to, right? The people that we're around, right? The events that are happening upon the face of the earth, the times that we're in as well, so that we can know how to maneuver. One prime example is that we're going into what Esau wants to call the fourth industrial revolution. So we see the direction that where money is going. Digital, people more so relying on cryptocurrency, are looking to rely on cryptocurrency more than the cash. So in walking circumspectly, we know what to expect. We know what direction, right? The world is going into. The money is going into. So therefore we can flow in that direction until it's time. It's Yahawashi brings down this wicked kingdom. You know what I mean? So another prime example of why we should walk circumspect is that Esau, right? Revelation 12:12. Let me just get that real quick, because Esau out here putting out a lot of wickedness. You're doing a lot of spiritual wickedness on the left hand side, you know what I mean? Sending out what? Demons, legions of demons, right? Especially upon the elect, so that they may so that they can remain, right, in the wicked state that they're in. But ultimately they can't do anything against the truth but for the truth, at the end of the day the elect will be risen up, right? And a third will be saved as well, and ultimately all Israel will be saved, But they win this spiritual battle, right, against what? Powers and principalities, against Esau as well, you know what I mean? Win this spiritual battle. Scripture tells us about that as well. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time, right? And this is both physically, right, and spiritually. Right now the physical isn't as much as spiritual, because you have Esau implementing all his his agenda, trying to push forward his agenda faster than ever, you know. So he's coming down upon us here with his agenda because what he knows he has but a short time, you know. But even spiritually as well, through the media, through all mediums, the media, you know, entertainment, food, you know, all mediums. Esau has his witches and his warlocks on the left hand side, casting incantations, you know, all sorts of different spiritual um wickedness, upon you Israelites, to keep you in the state that you're in, to keep you led away by these demonic forces or these demonic entities. Now we as men who have been woken up to this truth, you know, hey, we're gonna get targeted even more because of the mere fact that we've been given that eye salt, we've been given the light of Yahawashi, the understanding of the scripture, you know. Esau is gonna cast those demons upon us more and more. So hey, we know spiritual battle. Scripture talks about it that what the spirit. Let me just get it. 2 Corinthians 4. Alright, it's lacking at 4, 10 and 4. So 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. Right, it says, let's start at verse 3. It says, For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, meaning the battle isn't a carnal battle. You have men taking up arms, trying to go up against the so-called white man Esau Edom, You know what I mean? When Esau was blessed with the sword, you people will die, no matter of a not even to exaggerate, but just a matter of minutes, right? So it says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, So because definitely at 3 and 8, Yahawashi said what? We should wait upon him. When Yahawashi return, Yahawashi is gonna bring a physical warfare, You know? Yeah, literally putting these heathens and Esau, Edom mainly, and the wicked four people to death with the sword. You know what I mean? But for right now, we just wait upon Yahawashi, because what our battle is a spiritual one. Verse 10 it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, right? But mighty through Yahawashi to the pulling down of strongholds, So our sword is the scripture, That's the sword that we sharpen, right? The scripture, right? By what? Scripture talks about iron sharpening iron, right? So by being around like-minded men, because when you're around two-third, the frequency and the energy is just off, because all they're about is wickedness, You know what I mean? So being around them, it drains your energy, it drains your spirit, you know what I mean? Because you're constantly being bombarded or attacked by demons, demons that are on these people, wicked spirits that are on these people, Right? They see your spirit, they identify your spirit as a man of the Lord. Therefore, they attack it, because they wanna draw it out and pull it down, right? So it can remain in the dead state that you were once in. So best believe it, we are being targeted, we fight we fight a spiritual battle all day, every day, coming from Esau, and then the spirit, and then the demons and the wicked spirits that Esau have on our people, right? Target us as well, you know. Our people are so deep in their wickedness as well, right? So that's why what we should put on the whole armor of Yahawashi to stand, But I'll go into that as well. So verse 5 it says, and then verse 4 says pulling down strongholds, and that's one of the main reasons why Esau targets us, because we're pulling down a lot of strongholds that he set up through the spirit. That's why he targets us through the spirit on the left hand side. You know, targets us. He targets us by what? By doing incantations in the dark, in the secret. Scripture talks about that in let me see if I can get that Psalm 64. You know what I mean? Let's see, Psalms 64, right? It says Psalm 64 and 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So these men, the secret counsel, of the wicked, yo. You know what I mean? Governed by the wicked elites, Esau, Edom, right? They work both physically and spiritually, right? They are looking to to implement physical means and methods of getting their way done, right? To bring forth their agenda, but at the same time, in they're a part of their secret council, right? Is spiritual wickedness, yo. You know what I mean? Things that they do on the left hand side to keep them in power. You know? It says from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Right? And bending the bow, shooting arrows, making preparations, and making wicked plans, right? And then shooting the arrows, basically implementing them, right? So these people best believe, yo, he's on the left hand side in secret, right? Again, making incantations, sending out wicked demons, spirits upon us, yo, right? Trying to put us out of the way, trying to stop us from professing the names of Yahawah, Yahawashi, you know. That's why that's why you're plagued by demonic thoughts, wicked thoughts, thoughts telling you that hey, you're not a man of the Lord. You know what I mean? Thoughts telling you that hey, you've once been wicked and you can't get forgiveness for that. You know, you name it, yo. You will go out on the street, you'll be at work, and persons who you never had a disagreement with, you've never even talked to. You know what I mean? Hey, they hate you for no reason, right? They hate you for no reason, yo. They just see and hate you. That's demons, or that's spirits that's upon them. The spirit that's upon them identify and sees your spirit and identify your spirit, yo, and them hate it. You know? They hate it, yo. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, and the perfect are the Israelites, yo. So much so the elect in this time, you know. But Esau shoot it at all Israel, yo. It's just a pity that the 144 to them that is it's a pity that the 144,000 it's being risen up, you know. So they that's why a Revelation 12 and 12, you know. It says, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. You know what I mean? It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares, traps, right? Privily, they say, who shall see them? And spiritual traps are being set up as well through what? The content that we see each day, the media. Hey, the rap music, the dancehall music, the movies and the TikToks and all them things, yo. They're literal traps, yo, because each and every one of them have a spirit upon them, you know. Just the other day, hey, we've been talking about how the influence that music has on people. It's all due to spirits, yo. It's all due to spirits. Esau brought like men like Tupac were created, you know what I mean, as a medium for Esau to do their wickedness, yo, through the music, you know. He makes Esau makes them sing, also sing about wickedness, yo. And Esau, and even these rappers themselves, they do different wicked sacrifices to put demons or spirits upon their music so that it can get sold. You know what I mean? And it just shows you the type of frequency or vibration that's out there, yo. You know what I mean? Because if the vibration or frequency or spirit that was upon our people was righteous, at the moment these men put out songs like this, it would be rebuked. You know what I mean? But hey, it is exalted. It is exalted, yo. And just shows you that our spirit, right? Because we hear these songs and we say, oh, hey, these songs are for Christ. You know what I mean? Be wickedness I'm sing about, yo. You don't want to hear it. Sometimes I listen it and then listen it, you just feel drained. You know what I mean? And that's how you know that hey, your spirit, your frequency is different, yo. And the moment you listen it, right? You listen to these songs and you be around these people and you feel drained. That's the spirit on them, the demons that's on them attacking your spirit. You know? So let's go back to the Corinthians. It says, verse 4, verse 5. 2 Corinthians 10 and 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahawashi, and bringing in captivity every thought to the obedience of the anointed. You know what I mean? And that's what we out here. This is our spiritual battles when we go out on the highways and byways when we do the video. It's a battle that we'll go out there and do, yo. You know? We literally go out there and fight a spiritual warfare, yo. You know what I mean? Because what we're pushing for righteousness. We're pushing for the spirit of Yahawashi in this wicked world, yo. And all this wicked world is about his wickedness, yo. Wicked spirits, yo. So we're basically fighting against that, yo. Right? When we bring out the truth, you know what I mean? And when we pull down strongholds like Christianity, you know, homosexuality, the LGBT, when we prophesy all these things are wrong, you know. So that's why we need the armor, yo. That's why we need the armor of Yahawashi to fight a good fight, you know. Ephesians 6 and I'll start at verse 10. And again, it's in the blue letter, it's labeled the armor of God. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, the power of his might. Right? And that's where we get our strength from, Yahawashi. You know what I mean? Right? The scripture tells us that what? Fear not the incredulity of them that believe not. You know what I mean? So, hey, Yahawashi sent us forth, yo. Right? Without fear. You know what I mean? With strength and power and might. But at the same time, what? We operate as serpents. Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You know? But what? We have strength in Yahawashi. That's the first thing, yo. The vigor, the quickening spirit of Yahawashi. Alright? Says verse 11, put on the whole armor of Yahawashi, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, the methods of the devil. You know, the methods of the devil, Esau, Edom, and the spiritual devil as well. Because again, this is a spiritual warfare. So spiritual demon Satan will come with a lot of different methods to get you out of the way. With a lot of different thoughts, a lot of different actions. You know what I mean? Hey, you name it. Each and every one of us, we have our own individual experience here. But best believe it's the wiles of the devil to put you out of the way. And then another Esau, Edom being the devil as well, deceiver as well. He has his methods as well. The media, food. Best believe in even food. Huh? Type of food that's exalted, media, music industry, movies, you know. All these are methods of Esau, yo, to put spirits upon our people. And that's why, as the brother Iram always says, yo, to tailor our environment, yo, we should watch the content that we take in, you know. We should watch the content that we take in, yo, because some content, it literally attacks the spirit, attacks frequency, you know what I mean, drains you of your energy, yo. And some content like a content of the apostles and elders of Jameson down, and elders and all like-minded men, you know what I mean, brothers content, and that builds you up, you know, that lifts up your spirit. A prime example of that, you know what I mean, is within the night, yo. For men who have insomnia, they have testimonies of what playing a brother's video, and the rest well, yo, because of the spirit that's been emitted from that brother's video. It's a righteous spirit, you know. In separate, you're playing a nigga music when you go into bed, yo, you get a best believe you can't rest. Best believe you can't rest, yo. That just shows you know, that the warfare is a spiritual one. Verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right? Not physical man, we not fight against physical beings, especially Esau, yo. We're not gonna take up arms, go against Esau, we're upon Yahawashi. It says principalities, but against principalities, right? Against powers. And what are principalities? Or rulers, Esau, Edom, and all his methods, the wiles of the devil. That's what we fight against, yo. It says against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, which Esau, Edom is the ruler of the darkness of this world. Job 9 and 24, Malachi 1, 1 all the way down to 4 tells you who's the wicked. Esau, yo. So he's the ruler of darkness of this world. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. You know what I mean? Esau has his places where he works, right? All these spiritual wickedness here where he make the incantations, do the sacrifices, and send off all sort of demonic spirits out through the earth, yo. You know, that's what we wrestle against. all the day long, yo. All the day long we wrestle against these things, right? Go to work, back home, on the highways and byways, back home, whatever, yo. Even at home at times, you know. That's why when you're at home, you try to make the abode as clean and as the frequency as righteous as possible by what instrumentals, you know, I mean, burning incense, praying, fasting, playing videos. So when you reach home, yo, your spirit feel rejuvenated, yo, because you come from the battlefield literally, right? When you're coming off the road, when you're coming off from work, from wherever you've been, yo, right? So it says, Ephesians 6 and 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahawashi, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And we are in the evil days. Again, I read it, Ephesians 5, right? That you walk circumspectly because the days are what? Evil, redeeming the time because the days are evil. We are in the evil days, yo. So we need the armor of Yahawashi to withstand, right? If he, Isaiah 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. You know what I mean? The spirit of Yahawashi, the fear of Yahawashi is his treasure, yo. Alright, Ephesians 6 and 13, and having done all to stand, yo. Because Yahawashi told us, Paul told us, yo, to what? Endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi, yo. You know what I mean? We're soldiers of Yahawashi, so we need the armor. And we need the armor so that we can stand, so that we can endure to the very end, yo. You know? It says, Ephesians 6 and 14, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, and the breast, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, right? And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, right? Ready to push this word, or to push the word of Yahawashi and stand stiffly for the name of Yahawashi. You know what I mean? And we know what is truth, we know what is righteousness, you know? So what? It says their lines girt about with what? Truth, your breastplate with righteousness, you know? So all these attributes we should take on, you, right? It says, above all, taking the shield of faith, because what? It is impossible to serve Yahawah with faith, yo, right? And faith, faith, as the saying go, faith can move mountain. I mean, faith is a really powerful thing. Faith in Yahawashi as well, first and foremost, yo. We have to believe in Yahawashi, you know? Believe in those names. So, a lot of time when you get attacked by spiritual demons, you know what I mean, whether it's in your sleep, they call it sleep paralysis, which is bullshit, you know. Yeah, we have faith in the names of Yahawah, you know what I mean, that we can call upon those names, you know, and we get immediate assistance, yo, you know what I mean, feel relieved, you know, just by having faith in those names. Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, right? Again, those spiritual demons that are being sent forth upon us by Esau Edom, you know. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, you know what I mean, which is the word of Yahweh Shemir Shai. Again, the scripture is our sword, yo. You know what I mean? You know, that's our sword. That's what we should sharpen, yo. Right? Our knowledge, Yahweh Shemir Shai, our spirit, Yahweh Shemir Shai, our faith, you know. It says, verse 18, praying always with all prayer and supplication, right, in the spirit, and watching whereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. You know what I mean? So that's what we should be doing. You're praying always and begging. That's what supplication is. You're begging Yahweh Shemir Shai. You know what I mean? In the spirit, yo. For what? Spiritual gifts, like what? More faith, more fear, right? Discernment, strength, you know what I mean, to stand against the wiles of the devil, right? And that's that on that, yo. It says, and watching whereon to all perseverance and supplication for all saints, yo. You know, so putting on the arm of Yahweh Shai, yo, it's really necessary, yo. You know what I mean? Especially in the times that we're in, because days are evil, yo. You know. So let's strive to get that done. You know what I mean? So with that, I hope this was edifying. Praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, bahaham, Yahawashi, bahaham, Kodash, the honors to our apostles and elders of James Stone, who teach and rule well, through the spirit and power of Yahawah, bahaham, Yahawashi. Peace, love, and salutations to the elect of Israel. Shalom.